Good morning, everyone. Welcome to a full day of eating on my bulk. And also, welcome back to the YouTube channel. If any of you guys are new here, my name is Levi. And like I just said, we're going to be doing a full day of eating on my bulk. Now, I know I said I wasn't going to be bulking in a previous video anymore.
Lean more so year round, and why I never will be bulking or dirty bulking again.
But I just felt like I wasn't really gaining any size while staying lean. I mean, like I kind of did in Houston, but then I came back, lost it. I'm not really all too sure as to what happened. But either way, I just told myself, you know what? I think it's time we gain some weight and put on some size. So I figured we'll do just that. But anyway, so for the most part, my breakfast has not changed if you guys have been around for a lot of the full day of eatings. So on my lean bulk, I pretty much kept it the same. The only thing that I changed up was kind of the source of protein that I was getting. I changed it up from turkey bacon to sausage, and I'll also have 2 eggs of that, a piece of toast instead of an English muffin, oats with honey and peanut butter. I think I've had oatmeal in every single full day of eating that I've ever done. So I haven't stopped eating oatmeal, I think, in like over almost 4 years. And then I also have an apple. We've always had an apple as well. It's a pretty big breakfast, and you could consider this my pre-workout meal because this is what I eat before I go and hit my workout. But I do give myself about, I would say, an hour and 30 to digest this before working out. And sometimes it's even like 2 hours. Sometimes I've been finding myself lately like more hungry after I eat this during my workout. It's weird. I don't know if it's because it's like speeding up my metabolism because it's so much food. But yeah, and the total calories and macros for this meal will be up here on the screen somewhere. I would normally like read it off my phone, but I try to go my whole morning pretty much without my phone. So if you guys want to even try that, pretty healthy, I would say, suggestion that I got from Andrew Huberman. But yeah, anyway, that's our pre-workout meal, aka breakfast. Let's try. Now, every morning I'll also have a stack of vitamins. Now, I won't have every single one of these vitamins every single day because it's not good to have, zinc every single day. It's not good to have, certain ones of these vitamins every single day. I would say like maybe even the Mega B complex, like I don't need every day, but I will take a majority of the vitamins every single day. The first vitamin I'll take is this coenzyme Q10. It's just a vitamin that basically helps with gut health. And then I also have this krill oil that I'll take. It's just essentially a fish oil. I'll also have some zinc right here. This one by Transparent Labs has a couple other things in it other than just zinc. It kind of smells funky. It has oyster meat in it. It does definitely smell very funky. I also have this shroom stack right here. Now, this shroom stack is a stack that Transparent Labs recently just came out with. It's supposed to help with a lot. I know there's this mushroom in it called reishi mushroom, and it's known to help with like anxiety, depression, cancer, a whole bunch of different things. So I've been taking that daily. And then this turmeric right here, which essentially helps with your joints. Mega B complex, energy, living liquid, green multivitamin. Vitamin D, because we don't get a lot of sun here in Washington, as you can see. Depending if I'm sick or not, I'll take some vitamin C. So if I get a cold or something, definitely taking this, or I'll just take it here and there throughout, whatever day of the week it is that I want to take it. I take all of those vitamins. I will also have these greens right here as well with them. It's just by Transparent Labs. These greens are the best greens you would probably ever taste in your life. The formula that they have down for this is amazing. And if you want, code Levi at checkout for 10% off. And that is it. For today's workout, we got legs going on, and I haven't been taking my pre-workout or any coffee lately. Just been trying to keep my caffeine low again. It helps to keep my anxiety lower because anytime I have caffeine, my mind races just that much more. Creatine for today, black cherry flavor, down to some water. We have squats today, and then we're gonna transition over into some RDLs afterward, and it should be a good session. I am feeling, I would say my body feels good, maybe not like my mind, but my body definitely feels really good today.
But no one makes me feel less alive. We're fighting fire. The way you push my buttons just right. We're fighting fire. When two voices of nature collide. We're fighting fire. Can't help but feel the temperature rise. We're fighting fire. We're fire.
kind of a rough leg day. Not gonna lie, my legs are feeling tight. They're feeling good though. Like I said, my body feels good. I would just say my mind doesn't feel too good. I woke up kind of feeling like a little foggy and whatnot, but it's besides the point. You gotta show up and do it on the days that you don't feel like it, because your brain hates friction, but that's what makes you grow. I'm gonna be starting off with, for the next workout, leg extensions. But when you guys do leg extensions, like I see so many people on videos going like that's not really building anything. That's not putting any tension on the muscles. So when you do it, like sure, you're going all the way up and then going down like in a controlled rate. Like I could do 180 right now and throw it up really fast, but it's gonna F up my knees and I'm not gonna go.
Makes me feel less alive. We're fighting fire. The way you push my buttons just right. We're fighting fire. When two voices of nature collide. We're fighting fire. Can't help but feel the temperature rise. Fighting fire. We're fire.
The one thing I'm gonna say for calves I'm really guilty of is when I'm doing calves, because a lot of people always want to know like, oh, how do you grow your calves? First off, genetics. Second off, if you're just training your calves like me and you're doing one workout for the entire workout on calves, like they're not gonna grow. Like they're like every muscle group kind of, you know. If you train your biceps, I know for sure you guys are doing 3 sets of a bicep workout. You also have to be doing calves kind of the same way. I wouldn't do 3 workouts, I would do 2 really intense workouts at least, and do it like 2 times a week for sure, because they recover really fast. Thanks to Daniel for helping record today.
What's up, homies?
Yeah.
What's poppin'?
Swag money.
Swag money.
He's got Reckless and Relentless. Yeah.
All black, black socks, beat up Vans. That's it.
Wrap it up for the leg workout. I'm gonna get home, have my post-workout meal. It's weird, whenever I get to the gym, like I'm still hungry for some reason. My breakfast, you guys saw my breakfast, it's an insane amount of calories for a breakfast, and it only took like an hour and 30, I guess, for me to feel hungry again. So I don't know if that's where it could be, that my metabolism is being spiked and it wants more food, but either way, I don't really know. There's literally never coasters on the table, but it's there, I'll use it. Okay, so for my post-workout meal, it's always just super heavy on the carbs, and the reason being is because after my workout, I'm tired. Like I work out pretty hard. I'm sure you guys do as well. And if you're not tired, then you're not working out hard enough, or you just have a whole bunch of energy. So I don't want to offend anyone, but I don't really care if I did. Anyways, so I'll have my pancakes and I'll also have my shake. I showed it in my last video and gave the total calories and macros for it. I'm going to give the total calories and macros again. The only reason it's carb heavy is because carbs are a good source of energy, and it's fast digesting carbs too. So I want that energy right away because I'm a morning person and most of my productivity comes from the morning and midday. At night, I shut down around like 8, 9. I don't know why. It's just who I am for whatever reason. I can like edit and read at night, but that's about it. So the total calories and macros for this post-workout meal are 779 calories, consisting of 70 grams of protein, 117 grams of carbohydrates, and 8 grams of fat, and that is that. Like I said, very heavy on the carbs, pretty high in protein too, but at the same time, I know I've heard that the protein in the Kodiak cakes isn't sufficient enough, yada yada yada, whatever. I still like it. It's still a source of calories for me after my workout. 8 grams of fat, always keep the fat low because I don't want to have my stomach take forever to digest something after my workout. So yeah, this is a really good post-workout meal for me. I've used it plenty of times if you go back and look at some of my very old videos from 2019. That's that. I'm gonna pound this. I gotta go take care of some other things today. I got about 5 hours till I gotta go to work, which is enough time to wrap up a lot of this video. Whoops. Anyways, we got lunchtime, and for lunchtime, I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with my Instagram. If you guys haven't yet, be sure to follow me on Instagram. It's just my first name with 2 I's instead of just 1. Anyway, so we're doing some ground bison, and I've talked about my story a little bit. So the reason I choose ground bison over ground beef is because ground beef tends to, I would say, inflame my stomach for whatever reason that is compared to bison. I'll sometimes do lamb, but I just feel like the flavor of lamb is just a little more
gamey than the Bison is. And if you guys wonder what Bison I'm using, it's this brand right here. Now they also have another brand at Costco that you can use. However, it's not natural. It's not, I would say, organic like this one. This one's Open Nature. Okay, so I'll be back to check with you guys and see if it's organic. I swear it's organic at the store. Either way, anyway, go to Costco if you guys don't care about getting organic Bison or not. I also think that the flavor of Bison is way better too, so that's why I have it. I'm gonna show you guys how I cook it, just because it's not gonna taste that good, just like any other meat, if you don't season it right. Now, before you season your meat, pause. Man, I'm just laughing at my own joke. Before you season your own meat, make sure that you ground it up enough so that it's more evenly distributed with the seasoning, because if it's like big and clumpy, it'll just have pockets of super saltiness, I guess. I don't know. So anyway, I'll share with you guys some of the ingredients I use to season my meat. First things first is we have smoked paprika. This just kind of gives it a good like smoky flavor, even though it's not. Oh, I will also add turmeric. Now turmeric kind of reminds me of eating Indian food, and a lot of the times I've had ground meat at Indian places, I think turmeric is actually on a lot of those foods. And then another thing that I will have is this right here. This is the Omega seasoning. Okay, this is the American style seasoning, right? It's called Steak and Shop. This thing is freaking amazing, and I kind of put it on everything, and it just tastes great. So go get yourself this if you don't want any of those. All right, everyone, so there's this special sauce that I've been using as of recently. Now we all know sugar-free sauces that exist, like barbecue sauces, but I think there's this slept-on sauce that no one's ever really used, or that I've seen, and it's this Red Hot, like yes, Frank's Red Hot, the usual one, but the wing sauce is phenomenal. Okay, the calories are 15, it has 1 gram of fat, and a tablespoon. I mean, that can add up pretty quick, but you actually don't need a lot of this for it to, I would say, impact your whole meal. So to me, that was literally only what, maybe 2.5 tablespoons of sauce, and it literally flavors this whole meal. It's not even that much of a meal. So all I have for this meal is some ground bison, 1 serving, and there's 4 servings in 1 pack. And then I have a cup, but I've been having like a 1.5 cups of rice recently, just so because I have to up the calories. And this meal, honestly, one of my favorites, just because the sauce is that great and the meat tastes great. Pause. The total calories and macros for this meal are 535 calories, consisting of 29 grams of protein, 70 grams of carbohydrates, and 14 grams of fat, and that is that. Now this meal would actually be really good for a pre-workout meal. Maybe for example, you don't want to have breakfast and then work out like I do in the morning. You could have breakfast, maybe do something in the morning, have a longer morning routine than I do, and then, you know, you'll have lunch and then you'll go to the gym. You can totally do that and then have like the pancakes after your workout then. That works. Just find out what works for you. But yeah, the reason this is a good post-workout meal, or a pre-workout meal I should say, is because it's full of sodium, carbs, and it has a little bit of protein, which you wouldn't need before a workout, but it has a lot of sodium. Fire. That sauce is so good. Now, as you can see, this meal has a lot of sodium. Like I said, it'd be good for a pre-workout meal. To counter that sodium, I drink water like you guys saw me doing. So I have like, it's just a 2-liter Transparent Labs bottle. If you guys want it, go on their website and go grab it. It's only like $8 or something. It's pretty cheap. And what I do is I fill this up in the morning, and I have a whole one, and then I have another like half, and it's 3 liters. And to get to a gallon, I think it's 3.5 or something like that. So fill this a little more than halfway, but just to meet that marker for a gallon a day. And it seems to keep the sodium levels and the bloating down. Oh, it's upside down. Whew. 1 uncut Transparent Labs protein bar, and 1 apple. All right, now today I'm a little busy. I got some other things going on. I haven't hung up the TV in my room, and it's been like a couple months since I've been home. It was the TV I had back in Houston that I brought from my home and brought like it back home. So I had to go grab a couple bolts for that. Since I'm on the move more so than usual, I've been having my snack thing again. And in my previous videos, as some of you guys know, I would have a snack throughout my day, especially that's something that's on the go if I can't fit in my calories to my other meals. So I'll usually have a protein bar and I will have an apple. Now I try to make the protein bar more so a whole food bar because I don't always want to be having like whey protein or a substitution. I always want to try to be having as much whole foods as I can. Now, this bar isn't necessarily like the best whole foods bar that you can get. I like the what are they called? The RX bars. The RX bars are pretty good if you're looking for a bar that has protein from a different source other than whey. So yeah, I down this just to get it out of the way, and it's pretty easy calories fit in just because, especially if you're on the go, maybe you like go to school. I know it was really helpful for when I was going to school. The total calories and macros for this meal are 380 calories, consisting of 16 grams of protein, 49 grams of carbohydrates, and 14 grams of fat. Now all those calories pretty much come from this bar right here, 280 calories and 100 calories right here. Pretty dense bar, but that's the good thing about it, is because I have to put in a lot more calories, so that definitely goes a long ways. I'm gonna get in real quick. I'll see you guys later for dinner. I just got to get this stuff done with, so I've been kind of on a rush today. And look at that. Doesn't that dinner just look so healthy? I mean, it doesn't look super appetizing because it kind of looks messy, which it is a little messy. But anyways, as some of you guys may know, in my full days of eating back when I was here at home, I would eat with my family, and then I would always like have a second option for you guys to choose from for a dinner. But I decided to make dinner for myself tonight. I've honestly thought about maybe just making my own dinners from now on and not eating with my family, just because it would help a lot more with like discipline and getting meals in. Plus, I'm at this point now where I feel as if sometimes I'm kind of missing my calories and macros, and I feel like I can't really follow up on my calories and macros because of what my family makes for dinner. I've always said that they make healthy dinners and stuff, but sometimes I think they're either too much calories or they're too little calories. So yeah, I made a dinner that fits my calories and macros for what I would be eating right now if I was making my own dinners, which like I said, I think I'm gonna start doing. And all it is one salmon fillet with olive oil on it, and I'll put this Old Bay Alaskan seasoning on it. You can use any seasoning you want, and usually I'll have a lemon on top too, but I don't know where the lemon went. And then I'll also have one large white sweet potato, and this is as healthy as a dinner as it can get. Sure, I could have tossed some broccoli or some greens in there, which I probably should do. I should just incorporate more greens during my day. But anyway, like I said, very overall healthy dinner. You got your healthy fats in there, you got your omegas, and then you got your natural source of carbohydrates from the sweet potato. So all around a really healthy dinner, and something that I think you guys should make as well. Now the total calories and macros for this meal are 682 total calories, consisting of 40 grams of protein, 38 grams of carbohydrates, and 43 grams of fat. Pretty high in the fat content, but if you eat salmon, it's going to be high in fat just due to the omegas in it. It's just a very fatty fish. You can always do cod, but at the same time, you're just gonna lose calories. I don't know, it depends on what you guys want. You guys don't have to follow this, exactly. Maybe you could follow the same calories and macros, but maybe eat like a steak instead. I'm gonna finish up this dinner right here, and I'm also gonna finish up my editing. Haven't really been feeling all that well this evening, just kind of been like relaxing, just in my chill loungewear. Sick or not, still gotta get those calories in. Now for some of you guys that are new here, sometimes on my cut I would eat something late at night, especially if it's deep into my cut and I have cravings. But every time on my bulk I have something before I go to bed, just because it's hard for me to get a lot of calories in during a lot of my other meals, because if I'm eating for a while I'll get bored and I'll do something like go on my phone, and then it just takes me forever to eat. So I try to separate my meals in multiple meals. That's why I'll have like 6 meals during the day. But I definitely think I need to discipline myself more and just eat more in certain meals, because I was honestly expecting this full day of eating to have more calories in it than it did, because it only had 3,500, and I had to reassess this actually as of recently, because I was actually starting to lose weight and I thought I was bulking on the calories that I added and stuff, because I thought I hadn't changed up my diet too much, when in reality I did. I added in a night snack. Now I know what you're thinking, this looks super plain, and the thing is a lot of the times I don't really eat for flavor too much. Like sometimes if I'm making dinner, or especially even like breakfast, kind of go out of my way a little more to make something that tastes better, just because how I'm starting the day and how I'm finishing my day. Well, this is also finishing my day, but in a different way. And then I'll also have milk. Now milk for me is something, now I'm not a big dairy guy, but milk for me is something that would always help me put on weight, especially when I was younger, trying to gain weight in my teenage years. This is about 4 ounces that I'll have, not like this whole thing, but there's about 3 servings of about 4 ounces in here. And I'll have 1 serving of it. And the total calories and macros for this like nighttime, midnight snack, I guess you could call it, are 340 calories, consisting of 31 grams of protein, 14 grams of carbohydrates, and 17 grams of fat. And that is that. And while we're here, I'll actually list off the total calories and macros for the day. So the total calories and macros, as adjusted properly for my real bulk, are around 3,500 calories, consisting of 219 grams of protein, 386 grams of carbohydrates, and 124 grams of fat, and that is that. Now, I'm going to make some adjustments because I also want to go up in calories, so what I'm probably going to do is subtract some fat away in my diet somewhere and add a little more carbohydrates, just because I feel like with more carbs on my bulk, at least I feel a little more full in the gym, and I feel like I gain weight a lot faster from eating more carbs rather than fat for whatever reason. I don't know, that's just me. But that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys liked this video. If you guys did, be sure to give it a like. If any of you guys are new here, do not forget to press the subscribe button, because you guys know I will be back. And as always, the sky's the limit. And until next time. Oh, actually, before you go, I wanted to make sure that you guys saw that I was actually eating this. So, yeah. Until next time.